Welcome back, folks. Okay, so this is my official entry build into the Mustang build, group build, put on by Scale Speedworks with Mike. So this is my build right here, 1968 Mustang GT 2-in-1, Revell car. This is a cool kit. I've built it once before, quite a long time ago, and I'm pretty happy with that. This, on the other hand, is going to be completely different than what I had built back then. This is going to be a race car. Not the one that is featured on a box on the sides or whatever. It's I'm getting decals from another place for a different specific car that is from the 60s. But I'm waiting on those to show up. They should be the 8th, but I won't really see them until probably the 10th, 11th, or 12th, or something like that. And I'll probably have well, no, I'm not going to put another video out for this for a while because it doesn't have to be done until next April, next year. So, yeah, this is going to be an interesting, fun build for me. I have a big love for Mustangs. I have a 2002 GT that is my daily driver, and I love the hell out of it. I drive it all over the place. I love driving it up into Mount Lemmon and other mountainous areas. The car handles great. It's just a fun car to drive. And then I've got a 91 Fox body. Right now the car is sitting. It needs to be completely gone through. I've got to redo the wiring and all that kind of stuff because it's been setting for a while. The pack rats have gotten into it and pretty much ate through all the existing wires that are in the car. It's gonna be an interesting build, and it's gonna take me a while to do because it's not gonna be cheap, and I'm not exactly a millionaire, so hopefully I'll be able to do some of that, and we can put it up on video here on YouTube, and you guys can follow along and see what I'm doing with it. Eventually, I will have some either video or like a slideshow that has that car and my current car, my '01 GT in it. I've owned a couple other Mustangs. I had a '76 Mustang 2 that had a 302 in it, automatic car, but it sat for a long time as well. I bought it from a junkyard and got the car started and running within about a week, and that was an interesting little monster in itself. So, yeah, that I know a lot of people don't really like the Mustang 2. They think that it's really ugly and that it's garbage and all that kind of stuff. But I will say this: that car is very underrated for what it is. The little 302 that I had in it, it was good for that car. The car was a light car. The motor was rated at 290 horsepower, which isn't a whole heck of a lot, but it was enough to get that car up and really moving down the road. So, yeah, it was a fun car to own. It was a fun car to have. So yeah, I've had those three. That's the three Mustangs that I've owned. So that's pretty much where that's at. My love for Mustangs, although, came from an old friend of mine from elementary school. His dad used to work at Jim Click Ford, and he was a salesman there. And he used to be able to bring home cars, new cars, stuff that was just being sold at the time. And he brought home a 1983 GT, and he took my best friend and I out for a ride in that car, and it was the first time that a car ever really put me back in the seat from acceleration. We got out on the on I-10, and his dad opened that thing up, and that was pretty much it for me. That's all it took. I was like, this is it. This is one of the baddest cars I've ever been in my life, and it's bone stock. So yeah, it had a very big impact on me, and that was pretty much the beginning of my love for Mustangs. The Fox bodies are crazy. They're getting too expensive for what they are, but they're very, very fun cars because of the weight and how good those motors can be and how easy it is to build them up and get them going. Um, But I really, really love the 68, well, actually 67, 68, 69 Mustangs, I think are my favorite body styles. So that's why I did choose the 68 for this build. Um, Thankfully, this is going to be one that I can take a lot of time and really kind of not have to worry about rushing through it, because it doesn't have to be done again until April. So I believe it's April 7th is the finish date on it, which would be the Mustang's 60-year anniversary. That's crazy. 60 years that this car has been in production without any like, oh well, we're not going to make this car anymore, and then come back a few years later and put it back up and then try to, well, I'm not going to go there. um I love the Mustang, and I love where it's gone. I really like what this car has to offer all the way around. So hopefully this turns out as good as I'd like for it to. It should. I've got plenty of time to build it, so it should be a great build. Um, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as much as I do. All right, we're out. I'll talk to you later. Bye.